This guy told me to look for the red barn. Every house has a red barn. So I'm glad he also told me 100 yards onto the street and the street name. Good morning. I'm just outside of Basin. Camped here by the side of the road. Turns out I could have gone like a mile or two further to get to this lady something campground. This seemed okay. It's a little sloped. There's some cow poop. Here's my tent. It rained a little bit and the fly kept some heat in. Didn't sleep in the sleeping bag, just used it as a blanket. And now I'm about to load out and try and get as far as I can today. Today, I'm finally going to get into Butte, which has several pizza parlors, grocery stores, and other opportunities to restock. During the actual race, pizza parlors are loved because you can call ahead and get a full hot meal, ready to eat or transport. So I dedicated one of my water bottles to unfiltered water, very handy for cooling down, but it was full this morning, and so I stopped by this corral to filter it into my reservoir for the day. And then it was off. Been riding through this gravel road. Seems to be bounded by private property. On one side was it's Kit Carson placer mine, and you can see, so it looks to be mine tailings. I think that's the right word. I guess that they've excavated and looked for minerals. I'm not going to get water anywhere near here, I don't think. One of the nice things about being on the GDMBR is that the route is already planned out. If you can remember which direction you came from yesterday, you know exactly where to go today. You don't really need to make reservations or look up check-in times. And while some preparation is helpful, the amount of training you do ahead of time only marginally affects how much you can ride uphill instead of pushing. As we'll see tomorrow, there are some hills you won't be riding up regardless. On a trek like this, you can go all day without meeting anyone, but sometimes you do share the road with other adventurers. This pavement is as smooth as butter. Love it. We are out of the woods, but not into Butte yet. It's a hot day on asphalt. I keep telling myself I'm close, but it takes longer than I expect. I'm pushing to get to town so I can have a reasonable lunch. The thing that sticks out to me about Butte is the strange welded metal art on the side of the road, and this huge hill with a winding path up it. I definitely made the mistake of shopping while hungry here. I stopped at a grocery store, stuffed myself at the pizza place, and took the second half of the pizza home with me. The food situation on the Great Divide is not so dire that you need to do all three. For the most part, you can expect to go through a town every day, and you save weight by buying only what you need.
Just had half a pizza and maybe a 2-hour nap, I guess. Now the clouds are rolling in, which at least is making it cooler, but hopefully there won't be any mud issues. Got an 8-mile climb, average 3 grade. Not sure. I think some of them might be paved.
So, I don't know. I was maybe a little reckless, a little food drunk. It started to cool off, and I took my shirt off, just reveling in the early evening air.
Alright, so there was some rain, and I pulled aside to a rocky alcove. Took shelter a little bit because I wasn't sure that my front compression bag was waterproof, and my sleeping bag's in there, and that would be bad. So did that for a while. Looks like the rain ended. This guy stopped by and offered to help me out. Told him I think I could make it, but that I would stop by his place. This is Jerry. He's got a red barn, and gonna get a trash bag, maybe an alcohol wipe for a little scrape I have, and maybe some tea. That'd be nice. I don't think I'll stay. I think I can do another 6 miles to the campground, so as long as it doesn't storm again, I think I'll be fine. This guy told me to look for the red barn. Every house has a red barn, so I'm glad he also told me 100 yards onto the street and the street name. So Jerry gave me a plastic bag, filled up my water, gave me some Neosporin, and some advice on campgrounds. Very grateful, and thankful I arranged with him.
Shortly afterwards, the storm really kicked up again, and I decided I would just camp on an abandoned asphalt lot. That was the end of day 3. 45 miles, 3,200 feet, with 6 hours of riding time on the bike.